Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Deep Dive Daily. Okay, so have you ever read something that just completely shatters your perception of reality in like 5 minutes? Today, we are unpacking exactly that. A short story called The Egg by Andy Weir. Trust me, this one is an absolute mind bender that packs a huge cosmic punch. Let's dive in. So, right off the bat, the story just throws us into the deep end with this line. Imagine this for a sec. You're the main character. 1 minute you're driving home, life is normal, and the next, this. You've died. The story says it was painless, which is something, I guess, but still, wow. And that is where things start to get so weird. I mean, just try to imagine that feeling. You're suddenly in this total, complete void. No light, no sound, just nothing. And then a voice starts talking to you. We'd all be completely freaking out, right? Your mind is just racing, trying to piece together what in the world is going on, and you ask the one question that really matters in that moment. It's pretty much the first thing you can even manage to ask. You're looking at this being. It's not really a man or a woman, just this powerful, sort of authoritative presence. And after this brief, heartbreaking moment where you find out your family is okay but grieving, you get a simple, direct answer to your massive question. And just look at that. No booming voice from the heavens, no complicated riddles, just a calm, straightforward yes. That one single word changes everything. The stakes just went from 0 to infinite, and it immediately makes you wonder, okay, so what happens now? And this, right here, is where the story really starts to mess with everything we think we know about the afterlife. Forget pearly gates or fiery pits. This isn't about being judged. The rules here are, well, there's something else entirely. I mean, it's the most logical question, isn't it? You've just met God, so naturally you're thinking, okay, which one is it? The good place or the bad place? But we're about to find out that the classic heaven or hell choice isn't even on the table here. And boom, there it is, the first big twist. The whole system isn't about reward or punishment. It's about reincarnation. You don't go up or down, you just go back. Now, you might be thinking this sounds kind of like something from Hinduism or Buddhism, but hold on, because the reality is about to get so much weirder. Get this, it's not just about getting a new life. God tells you you're going to be a Chinese peasant girl in the year 540 AD. Did you catch that? You're not just reincarnating, you are going backwards in time. This totally shatters our whole understanding of how time works. It basically means time is just a construct that only exists inside our universe. And believe me, we are just getting started on the mind-bending stuff. So, if we can be reincarnated anywhere in time, what does that say about us? Well, this is where the scale of the story just explodes. God explains that the life you just lived, that was just one tiny, tiny drop in the ocean of who you really are. Your true consciousness is apparently so massive, it's almost impossible to even comprehend. And the story gives us this amazing analogy to help us get it. Check this out. Your real soul is like this huge, endless ocean. Your human mind in any single lifetime is just a small glass of water. Each life is like dipping just your fingertip into that glass to experience it all. And once that life is over, you pull your finger out, and all those memories and feelings are absorbed back into the massive ocean that is you. How cool is that? Okay, so we've got reincarnation, we've got time travel, and this idea of a giant soul. These are already huge concepts, right? But what we're about to learn is the biggest twist of them all. This is the moment that changes everything we thought this story was about. Seriously, you might want to sit down for this one. This is it, the line that flips the entire script. God tells you there's no one else in the universe, just you and God. All those billions of other people on Earth, they aren't other people. They're all you. Every single person who has ever lived is just another life that you are living. Just let that sink in for a second. It means you are, quite literally, everyone. You were Abraham Lincoln. And you are also John Wilkes Booth, the man who killed him. You are both the hero and the villain in the exact same story. And it goes to the absolute darkest places imaginable. It means you were Hitler, but it also means you were every single one of the millions of people he murdered. You are the cause of the world's greatest pain, and you are also the one who suffered it. It's a lot to take in. And then on the flip side, you were Jesus, And you were also every person who followed him and found hope in his message. Literally, every single human experience, from the absolute best to the absolute worst, it's all yours. So, what's the ultimate point of all this? It's this beautiful, powerful idea. Every single act of kindness you've ever done, you were actually doing it to yourself. And every cruel thing you've ever done, you are also doing that to yourself. It basically turns the golden rule into a fundamental, unbreakable law of the universe. Which, of course, leads to the biggest question of all, right? Why? What is the point of all this? Why go through this massive, complicated, sometimes painful cycle of living every single life? There has to be a reason for the whole shebang. And the answer is actually really simple, but so profound. The whole point of the universe is for you to grow up. The entire cosmos is basically a giant incubator designed to help you mature. Every life you live, every experience you have adds to your understanding, making you a wiser, bigger, more complete being. So naturally, your mind goes to one place. If the entire universe was made for you, and you're experiencing everything just to grow, wait a minute. Does this mean you're a god? But God's answer brings you right back down to earth. Well, not quite. He says, not yet. You're not a god. You're a fetus, a cosmic embryo still growing inside the egg. And you'll only be ready to be born when you have lived every single human life there is to live. And that brings us to the final perfect image that ties this whole incredible story together and gives it its name. The entire universe, all of history, every person, everything, it all serves one simple, elegant purpose. The universe is an egg, and everything and everyone inside it is just you growing, learning, and getting ready to hatch. It leaves us with such a powerful thought. If every person you meet is just another part of yourself, how does that change the way you treat them? Wow, what a story. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this, share it around, and subscribe for more. Drop a comment below with your views. See you tomorrow at the same time.